Let's learn how to create folders in Schoology. Creating folders in Schoology is very simple. Notice, I already have 5 on my practice course. Before we learn how to add them, I want you to notice a few different things about each of my folders. Do you notice how these blue all seem to be a little bit brighter, and these 2 red seem to be a little bit grayed out, if you will? Notice the little information underneath. The 2 red ones are currently unpublished, which means if I were a student in this class, I cannot see these 2 folders. When you look at the blue, they're published, but notice the item underneath. It says that this one is available after 3/7/21 at 10 p.m., which means this folder was published at March 7th of 2021 at 10 p.m. Students would not be able to see it prior to that date and time. Same goes for my March 1st through 5th folder. I set it to be available after a particular day and time. Those are just some of the settings that you have the option of when you click on Add Materials, Add Folder, and then go through this process to create your folder. Giving it a title, remember we're using our weeks as the title of all of our folders. You may choose whatever color that you want. And then here in the description box, you are welcome to include a description, but notice title is the only one that has the asterisk next to it, meaning that the title is the only one that is actually required. Folder color, description, and then these items at the bottom are all options you have, not required. If you're a planner, you may want to go ahead and create all of the folders for a particular quarter or several weeks. It's up to you. Down here is how you can do this. You can select a date. It'll bring up your current month. You can always type in, or you can advance to the next month, or even use the drop down to choose a month. Pick the day that you would like it to show. And then in this item over here, this is where you're going to add a time. Now the time isn't always a make or break kind of thing. Maybe you want it to show up at 8 a.m. right before school starts, or maybe at 10 p.m. so that you're assured that it's there when the kids come in the next day. Completely up to you. This add end date is also a great feature because it allows you to close out or hide, or however you want to think about it, to allow this folder to only show within a certain period of time. Now keep in mind, the items inside of it don't go away. They're not deleted. They're still there. It's just students can no longer see anything that is in this folder because they can't see the folder either. Finally, your last option is availability. Do you want it to be immediately published? Do you want to unpublish it, meaning you've created it, it's just nobody can see it? Do you want to publish it on a start date, like I did up here at the top for April 23rd? Or do you want it only published during a date range, which would be starting on this date and ending on this date? As I said, you have quite a few options with your folders. Think about it, try it out, and see what you're most comfortable with.